In a quiet village surrounded by tall baobab trees and golden grasslands lived a humble girl named Lucy. She was known for her gentle heart, soft voice, and hardworking spirit. Lucy lived with her grandmother, who raised her with stories of honesty, humility, and the importance of knowing who you truly are. The villagers admired Lucy's kindness, but she often felt invisible among the confident girls who seemed more admired and respected. One day, Lucy traveled to a nearby town to attend a large school. The town was bigger, louder, and filled with students who spoke confidently and dressed fashionably. Lucy noticed that the students who received the most attention acted differently from the simple ways she had learned in the village. Feeling small and afraid of being ignored, Lucy began to believe that her true self might not be good enough. Soon after arriving at the school, Lucy decided to change how people saw her. She introduced herself as Shantel, a new name that sounded modern and exciting. She changed the way she spoke, walked, and even laughed so that she would seem more like the students she admired. Many people quickly noticed Shantel, and she began to receive the attention she had always wished for. However, pretending to be someone else was not as easy as Lucy expected. Each day she had to remember the stories she told and the personality she created. While others laughed and admired her, Lucy often felt nervous inside, worried that someone might discover the truth about who she really was. As months passed, Shantel became one of the most popular students in the school. People admired her confidence and believed she came from a wealthy family in the city. Lucy enjoyed the praise, but the more people admired her, the heavier her secret became. She stopped mentioning her grandmother, her village, and the simple life she once loved. One afternoon, the school announced a cultural celebration where students would share stories about their families and traditions. Lucy felt her heart pound with fear. She realized that if she spoke honestly, everyone would discover that Shantel was not real. Yet if she continued pretending, she would have to create even bigger lies.
I now call
On
upon
the day of
Lucy
the
to share her
celebration,
story with us
Lucy stood
today.
before the students, trying to present herself as
Hello, my name
Shantel. But as she looked at the crowd, she noticed an elderly woman standing near the entrance. It was her grandmother, who had traveled from the village to surprise her. The moment their eyes met, Lucy felt a rush of emotion she could no longer hide. Her grandmother called out warmly, "Lucy, my child." The room grew silent as the students looked at her with confusion. Lucy felt tears fill her eyes as she realized that the truth had finally come out. Instead of denying it, she admitted that her real name was Lucy and that she had been pretending because she was afraid that her true self would not be accepted. For a moment the room remained quiet. Then her grandmother gently spoke to the students, reminding them of an old village saying, "A baobab tree does not hide its trunk to look like a palm tree. It stands tall as what it truly is." The students listened carefully, realizing that Lucy's mistake came from fear rather than pride. Lucy apologized for hiding who she was and promised never to be ashamed of her roots again. To her surprise, many students respected her honesty and welcomed her for who she truly was. From that day forward, Lucy carried herself with quiet confidence, remembering that a person's greatest strength is the courage to be themselves. Moral of this story is: those who hide their true selves may gain attention for a moment, but only honesty and self-acceptance bring lasting respect.